Hi everyone, this is Michelle from Stampin' Up with Michelle Hibbs. How are you this evening? Well, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a little better. I still have a little cough and some wheezing, but I am doing a little better. My throat and my voice is a little raspy, but it is doing better than it was last week. Gonna sit here and wait and see if a couple people show up. If not, we'll jump right on in. Excuse me. I have a couple things planned for us this evening and a few announcements. Which I can start with those right now. I will have the winners. There's 2 winners from last week's video, and I'll announce those winners. At the end of this video, I'll announce those 2 winners. I'll get the addresses and send those off. And then we're going to make 2 things today. We're going to make a bookmark card as well as a calendar magnet. So those 2 should be pretty fun. I have a new host code that will be posted tomorrow for February. As well as I wanted to let everybody know I did post in the group. Excuse me. I did post in the group the new weekly schedule for every day, something different. And if you participate, and what I mean by participating, if you like, or you share, those are ways that you can get entered into the prize drawing, the weekly prize drawing. Mondays is Motivation Monday. It's a new week, and let's motivate each other to have a good week. Tuesday's Tip Tuesday. I try to share tips to make crafting a little easier, tips and tricks, and if you have any, please share them. Wednesdays, invite a friend. For every friend you invite, you'll be entered into the drawing. Thursdays are Thankful Thursdays. What are you thankful for? And these are things that we can get involved with each other and share. Fridays and Saturdays is Fun Fridays and Fun Saturdays. And those days I'll be adding games, different games and different questions. And if you participate in those, you'll also be entered into the weekly drawing. And Sunday is Share Sunday. And that day you can share what you did throughout the week. If you made a special project, or you can share a picture of what you've done, and that will also get you entered into the drawing. On the video, if you show up to the video and you like it, you hit like, then you'll get entered. If you comment, you get entered. So there's lots of ways you can get entered into the drawing. Another thing I wanted to mention, the celebration is still taking effect through the month of February. And that is something that you want to take advantage of. There's a lot of great products that you can earn for free, and you want to take advantage of that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The weather has been very cold and icy out here in Akron, Ohio. And it seems to be that way around a lot of different places here today. Really cold and icy and really nasty weather. So we've been staying in. So it's a good day to craft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my camera up on the stand and go ahead and put it down to my table so you can see what I'm doing, and we can start crafting. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to turn my phone off. That's what it was looking like. Okay. Let's see here. Try to get some light. I have horrible lighting in here in this room. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make a bookmark card. Now this time I cut everything for the bookmark card. Almost everything. Hello? Yes, hold on. I'm in the middle of a live. Hold on. John, that's for you. What's wrong? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So what we have here is I have all the pieces already pre-cut. And like I did last time is I put everything in the description with all the measurements, so you'll have the measurements. Now some things I didn't cut and score because I wanted to show you that. We're going to start with the base. It's 8.5 by 5.5 base. Now, what I wanted to show you for this with the base is we are going to score at 4.25. Okay, that's scored at 4.25. And then what we're going to do is cut at 6.75. So what we're going to do is open this up and go to 6.75. And we're going to cut to 4.75. Now, some reason, let me double check this. Okay. Okay. Down to 4.75. So we're going to stop right there. And then that's where we're going to score. Go a little bit further down. I have my measurements right on the side. And then we're going to score going up. Okay. So it's going to look like this. It's not quite. There's a measurement off here. Something's off. Let's take this. Let me make sure I got that right. 6.75. Yeah. Let's go 6.5. No, that would be too much. 6.75. Yeah, 6.75. I wasn't measuring it correctly. I didn't measure it correctly and I cut it wrong. See, sometimes we make mistakes. So I'm going to have to just start over, which is fine. See, I made an oops. So we're going to go 5.5 because we need an 8.5 by 5.5. And then we need to cut, or we need to score at 4.5, or 4.25, sorry. Okay. And then we're going to cut at 6.75 down to 4.75 to right there. Just right there. And then we are going to score going up. Okay. Then we are going to cut that piece off. Okay. So then we've got this. So then that's the base of the card. Like that. That's the base. Okay. Now see, if I would have just cut it correctly to begin with. But everyone makes mistakes. We can fix that. Okay. So, let me get my bone folder and burnish this. Because the next step is I had cut out the other pieces already. And this is the DSP, which is 2.25 by 5.25. And this is going to go on the front. And then 2 3/8 by 5.25. And this is going to go on the inside of the front. Right there. And then this piece here for the back strip is 2 by 5 3/8. So let's put this all together here. I did it this way this time. Instead of cutting all the pieces, I figured I'd go ahead and have everything pre-cut to make it easier, to save time. and I go and mess things up. But sometimes you'll have that. So how was your guys' week? Who hopped in on us? Who joined us? Don't be afraid to say hi. Well, they popped in and popped out. Okay, so then we do that. And then this piece here, we're going to put right back here. I'll put that like that. And then the white piece is going to go right here. And the white piece is 1.5 by 5.25. Now what we're going to do is use a little glue and just glue a small line I'm running out of glue. See, just a small line at the bottom. See that? And put that there. Okay. You don't want to glue that side or that side, just the bottom. And I'll show you why in a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue now these pieces, I guess I should have told you what they were. This one here is 1 7/8 by 5, and your DSP is 1 3/4 by 4 7/8. So you do that. You layer those. And I have a hole puncher. And then I try to center it the best I can. And this will be the bookmark. Now we're going to put ribbon in that, but not yet. Because what we're going to do is we are going to cut using, well, first stamp. Let's stamp. It's quiet today. Very quiet. I did that thing to see when would be best to have a video. We're using the marigold moments like we did last week. But I did that poll to find out when would be best for everybody. And everybody said Tuesdays. So, Tuesday evenings. So here we are, Tuesday evenings, and no one's here. I don't know. That's okay, I'm still having fun. This is the crushed curry. And we are going to stamp using the crushed curry. Let me put this under here. It's going to be very pretty. I don't know why I decided to go with the marigold moments again this week. For this live. I guess I just thought they were so pretty. And I have so many stamp sets that we could have used. But I really wanted to use this one with this card. So we need the big one, and we need the little one. And we're going to do that in the crushed curry as well. Okay. I'm going to clean this pad, clean this stamp. close this up. And get that's wrong. Well, let's get garden green this time. We're going to use the garden green. And with this one, we're going to stamp the leaves. We're going to stamp these right here. Making a little mess. I had a headache earlier, and I had to take some medicine. Well, it wasn't really a headache, it was a migraine. And I had to take some medicine for that, and it finally went away, which was a good thing. I'm going to wipe my hands so I don't get ink everywhere, because I most definitely got ink all over my hands. Okay. I'm going to close that up. Now, I had to think what I was doing here for a second. Okay. I'm going to get the scissors, the clip, the snips. And I'm just going to trim this down. And we need to pull out of my dies. Now these are the Marigold Moment dies. They match the stamp set. I'm going to pull out that one. And the leaves. And that one. And I need to put these on here. wish more people was here. I feel like I'm talking to myself. That's okay. I do that all the time. I tend to, when I craft, I talk to myself. So it's nothing new. This time I'm just showing everybody what I'm doing. I hope you don't hear my husband in the background. He's on the phone talking to his friend, Ron. Probably talking about Elvis. His friend is a big Elvis fan. I'm going to take this over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through my electric die machine, my electric cut machine, die cutting machine, just to go a little quicker. But yeah, he's on the phone with him and probably talking about Elvis. I usually use my electric die cutting machine. It's a big shot switch. I usually use that for bigger projects, but tonight I went ahead and just used it since I had 3 of these, and just figured it was something I could do real quick. But you can do your cut and emboss machine as well, which is easy as well. So I have these pieces cut. And let me put these back. I want to get some magnetic sheets to be able to put my dies on. And I've been looking at the prices for those on Amazon. I might actually get myself some of those. I've seen some people with those, and they seem pretty nice. Okay, so what we're going to do next is take this flower here, this set of flowers, and we are going to put them right here, like this. I think I'm going to put it flat. Yeah. So I'm just going to trying to see where I taped it. Okay, let me move it down some. I'm going to set it right there. Okay, now that's that. Now, for the bookmark, what we're going to do, I think I messed up and forgot to print or to cut something, but that's okay. I'm going to take the snips and just trim this right here. Like that. And we're going to put this. Now we need this to be flat. So we're going to use the mini glue dots. Excuse me. We're going to use the mini glue dots. We're going to set that right like that. And then I always get everything out of the camera view, and I try not to. I try not to get it out of the view. I'm just trimming this a little. We're going to set that there like that. Okay. Well, really don't like that. You can just play with it until let's try it this way. That's better. Okay. Okay, like that. And then for this, we're going to put stamp Kindness Matters. And this comes from the Beautifully Happy stamp set. And we are going to stamp this. Let me put this away. I'm just so tired tonight. I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we are going to stamp a sentiment that says kindness matters. You can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And then put this back. Yeah, I've been tired. Maybe it's the medicine I took for my migraine. Maybe that's why I feel so tired. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to center this. Can you see what I'm doing? Kindness matters. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paper cutter. Because of course it's too large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that down. Okay. Here's the bookmark. Kindness matters. And then we can get a piece of ribbon. Okay, we're going to put the ribbon through. I put it on backwards. Michelle. I'm just not with it today. I'm just making mistakes every time I turn around. There we go. Okay, then we want to take the top okay, and trim those off. And then this, let me tape this down a little more. No, I'm gonna need a glue dot. It didn't want to stay down, but now it is. Okay. I need one down there too. How about I just do this? There. Okay. Now, that's the bookmark. And it goes right in here. Like that. Okay. Now when you write right here. That's where you write. And there you have it. Now you could take it a step further, and this side right here, you could emboss it. You could do some stamping over here. You can use an embossing folder and emboss this right here. But I just did it that way. So yeah, that's that. Now the next thing we're going to make is I had made some of these calendar magnets. For some of my friends for the new year. So I thought we could make one today, which they're really cool. So, first we're going to cut four and a half by 5.5. Okay, so you have 4.5 by 5.5 of the red. And then you also need that's better. And then you also need in red a 3 1/8 by 2 1/8. So a 3 1/8 by 2 1/8. Okay, so you have that. Then that's the mat. Then you need we're gonna go with this. It's a 6 by 6. There's a color on each side. So we're going to cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Four 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to take this and cut this in half, which will be 2 5/8. And that'll be half. Okay. So then we got 2 pieces here. Then we need this color here. And this we need 4 1/4. Wait, this might be... Nope. So let's go 4 1/4. By 1/4 inch. And that will look like this. Okay. And that's all we need to cut for this calendar card. So what we're going to do, let me move all this because I've got a mess. We are going to take this and glue this I hope you can see this good. We are going to put this at the bottom. And put this, see, I'm just flipping it over and using the blue part for the top. Lining them up. Like that. Then I'm going to take this strip right here and we're going to take a very small line and add this right in the middle. Just like that. And then for my calendars, I had purchased my calendars. I did not stamp these, but you can stamp these, but I did not. I purchased these on Etsy. And what I do is I take my glue on the back and I center it. And these calendars tear off. These are the tear off calendars. And then I'm going to put this right like this. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to center it. Just put it right like that. Okay. And then I'm using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I'm going to use this die here. And we are going to use the white. We need to cut out white and we need to cut out red. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to use my electric cutting machine again to do these real quick. So yeah, it's been a quiet day. It's just been very cold. Been staying in. Haven't wanted to go out. Didn't want to go out in this cold. Because I've been sick and didn't want to risk getting sick again. So I just stayed in. Okay, I cut 2 pieces with the same die. I cut a red one and a white one. And I'll show you why. Okay, first of all, we are going to stamp using the Dragonfly Garden. We're going to use the stamp that says, "May good things grow all year long." Okay. Where's my ink? Tuxedo Black Memento ink. That's my favorite for stamping. May good things grow all year long. Okay. Clean this. Now, the reason why I cut one red and one white, the white was to stamp on. The red, it's the same size. You see that? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. And I am just going to put a little piece of tape there and there. And just take it right before the edge. On both sides. It's a little trick. See? It's a little trick. Now this, we're going to get our dimensionals and turn that upside down. And we're just going to put that right there. May good things grow all year long. And we'll put that right like that. There you go. Now, for the magnets on the back, what I do is I buy my magnets from Amazon. They're adhesive backed magnets, but see, they're just adhesive backed magnets. But what I do, because the adhesives don't stay very well, I don't think. You need 4 of them. 1 for each corner. I peel the adhesive off, or the sticker off, and it's adhesive, but it's not. I don't want to use my glue. I don't know what I was thinking. I want to use my glue dots. That's what I was thinking. Let's use the glue dots. Put 1 there. Here, I'm just going to peel all these. Put that there. There we go. And there we have it. Trying to get my camera to stay. There we go. That's what we accomplished today. And it's not staying. There we go. Next week, the winner will receive these. There's 2. So we'll have 2 winners next week. As promised, let me go ahead and turn the camera around. Let me flip the camera. There we go. Here we go. Okay. As promised, We do have 2 winners. Let me find my paper. We do have 2 winners from last week. I hope it, well, first of all, I'd like to say I really hope everybody enjoyed this week's projects. The card with the bookmark and the calendar magnet. I hope you enjoyed both. I enjoyed making them. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that more people wasn't able to pop in and say hi. Maybe next week. Hopefully we'll get down and figure out how to do this and make it happen better and make things work better for the group. I truly want to make this work. So yeah. But as far as the winners for last week, as promised, there were 2 cards that we made last week. First, there was this one. And then there was this one. So, we have 2 winners. One is Donna Burnell. And the second is Diane Cunningham Katz. Those 2 are the winners for this week. You will each receive one of these cards. I will contact you to get your address if you haven't already submitted your addresses to put into the address book. I will contact you to get your address so that way I can get those out to you. And that's another thing. We do have an address book, and we also have a birthday and anniversary one as well, that if you get me that information, I can add you to that list. Starting next month, I will be making sure and sending out birthday and anniversary cards to the members of this group, and but I can only do that if I have your birthday and anniversary in that document, and if I have your address. So make sure and get that information to me. It'd be a lot of fun to receive a birthday card and an anniversary card. So yeah, let's get that information in. So once again, thank you, and I will see you next Tuesday for another live, and I will make sure and put all the measurements in the description and in the group. You'll get that, and I will see you later. Bye.